You are absolutely destroying your face. And you are doing this by doom scrolling like a lunatic, mouth breathing like a maniac. And you're just, oh my goodness, look at that posture. And you're just eating terrible, terrible foods that are just destroying your hormones and it's making you look terrible. And I did it too. I was absolutely cooked and I looked terrible. But I was able to fix it and I was able to improve my face, improve my body, improve my health, and just be overall happy with myself. So here is how I did it. So why is your face deemed cooked and it's absolutely terrible in the first place? Well, look at this, look at this. It's obvious. When we have this weak, feminine, docile face and not this strong, masculine face, we are cooked. We get less attraction from women. There's been studies on it that a more masculine face makes us more attractive, but also we don't have any angularity. We don't have a good jawline. We don't have good cheekbones. We don't have good eyes. We are missing all these things. We look very docile and weak. And what is causing this docileness? What is causing us to look weak and just look weird and just look disgusting? Very, very first thing when you look at is our food. The food that we eat, our diet, dictates everything. Very first thing, you're probably eating way too much. You have too much body fat on your face. The other thing is that the food that you are eating is bloating up your face, and some of your foods are even just ruining your hormones and making you look terrible. So stop eating so much food. You need to lose body fat. Body fat covers up and rounds out our face and makes us less attractive. And we can even get this even worse when we bloat ourselves up. When we have a bloated face, we get even more roundness, we look even more feminine, we just look more nasty and it's disgusting. The way to eliminate this is just to have less sodium and less carbohydrates in our diet. Sounds a little bit weird. Aren't we supposed to get a bunch of carbohydrates and sodium? That's just what a crazy doctor that's fat, overweight, and looks weird tells you. You need to eat more meat and you need to eat more fruits. You need to have more healthier parts in your body because when you have tons of sodium, tons of carbohydrates, you get more water retention and more inflammation in your face and your overall body. So you wake up bloated, you look bloated just going throughout the day. So notice the next time you eat very like junk food esque, you eat lots of carbohydrates and sodium, your face is going to be very bloated. And to remedy this, we eat more meats and we eat more fruits, especially things that are high in potassium, because potassium allows us to get rid of that inflammation and reduce the inflammation, reduce the bloating. So more potassium. But also, ooh, we need to look at our hormones. We are destroying our hormones by almost everything we eat. Everything we eat is just filled with seed oils and vegetable oils. These things just destroy our health and don't even not even just cause all the issues we've already stated, but they cause endocrine disruption. Endocrine endocrine system is a whole entire hormonal system throughout our entire body that gets our hormones to a certain place at a certain time so we're nice and healthy and in balance. These terrible things, these terrible seed oils disrupt that. They destroy our hormone balance and they can actually cause increase in estrogen. They can cause stopping in testosterone and it just causes imbalances in our face. So we can get an increase in estrogen. And an increase in estrogen actually makes our face even worse looking, makes our face more feminine looking. It pulls fat right underneath our eyes, making our eyes more droopy, pulls fat right above our eyes, making our eyes just more and more bigger, but it also lessens and pulls fat from our cheekbones so we don't have more prominent looking cheekbones, and also pulls all this fat downwards, pulls our fat downwards and stores it, and this makes us look more round and feminine and weak and this not nice to look at. And it puts that fat in our hips and we look like we have like fucking we're about to give birth to a fucking baby type of hips. And we have this estrogen for our entire lives. We have this high estrogen. We develop like a woman. We get breast mass, feminine face, feminine features in our bone structure as a man. So that's why you need to avoid seed oils. I highly recommend just to have butter, olive oil, avocado oil, and you can also have animal fats as well. These things will improve your health so much. So please just eat good fucking food. Now, the next thing we need to look at is our oral habits. What do I mean by oral habits? Well, oral habits are where we place our tongue. Do we place it at the bottom of our mouth? Do we breathe through our mouth? Are we a mouth breather? Or do we breathe through our nose? And also, when do we have our jaw closed, shut constantly? Do we have it really long a gait? Do you have underbite, overbite, and all these habits? These habits, in a study that has been done, I'll put it right up here, shows that we acquire maxilla deformation. So maxilla is this bone right here. I'll put a picture right here. And that bone dictates basically our entire facial structure. When we have these deformations in our face, it's most likely because of our oral habits. Our oral habits just ruin everything. So, what are bad oral habits and how do we get good oral habits? Very first thing we need to look at is our tongue. Tongue posture is probably the most important thing that you need to do for the rest of your life. Please, instead of having your tongue bottom of your mouth, pushing up in front of against your teeth, have your tongue in a mewing position. You probably heard of mewing before. Most people have. Mewing is simply just our tongue position, putting our tongue instead of against our teeth, bottom of our mouth, and putting it to the top of our mouth. We put it to the top of our mouth just before our front teeth. Make sure it's all up against there, not touching our teeth at all. And then just breathe through our nose like a normal human being. What did their ancestors do? They breathed through their nose. They didn't breathe through their mouth like a fucking maniac every single day. So make sure tongue top of your mouth. And you start mewing, this will apply pressure to our maxilla and actually make our maxilla go upwards and forwards at the same time. And this will help develop our face and make our face go more forward, bring our jaw that is now recessed and deformed back to where it's supposed to be, where our genetic fucking limits are supposed to be, instead of our genetic fucking horror that we now currently have. Now we need to look at our posture. Most people there have like weird neck posture, they have rolled shoulders. You need to have tall, confident posture because we have a back, we have a spinal cord, and we have a lower back, we have an upper back, and we also have our neck. And our spine goes up that whole entire column, our lower back, upper back, and neck. We need to make sure that it's straight. When we have a forward head posture, we actually get this imbalance and lose support from our spine. And it causes all our muscles to work overtime and causes us to work constantly, making us work out. These muscles are frontalis muscles right here, making them more stronger, which, okay, cool, we just have stronger muscles, but actually, these muscles, when they get more and more stronger, pulls our eyebrows and our eyelids more and more up, making us get this weird docile look. So that's why you need to fix your posture. You need to make sure that you have a nice, tall, confident posture. There's a few exercises that you can do, like a chin tuck. You can go against the wall, do a chin tuck, do it like 12 reps, and this like 3 sets of it. And you can do that every single night. And you can also try to improve your posture by just making sure that you stand tall and confident with your shoulders back and chest outwards. You do this constantly, 24/7. You'll just feel more confident. You'll improve how your face actually looks because you'll stop developing these frontalis muscles and working on your actual correct muscles. And you'll just look a million times more better than some weirdo with like this front fucking forward head posture and you just look weird. So please fix your posture. So now that we've done mewing and trying to fix our posture, we also need to make sure that we're not mouth breathing the whole entire time while we're doing this, because if you're mouth breathe, yeah, this destroy all the mewing, destroy the posture. And we can do a good test to see if we're actually mouth breathers. We can test our mentalis muscle right here. It's underneath our chin, and whenever we are mouth breathing, we overwork this. And you can see if you bring your face back and kind of pout up your lips, you can get dimples. on it. That means that you're a mouth breather and you need to lock the fuck in. But when we do all these things, we need to also fix our eyes. We're fixing our jawline, we're fixing our head posture, and we're also trying to help our eyes, but we can also look directly at our eyes. Our eyes, probably not perfect, really docile and open because we've had estrogen. We've had estrogen just like destroying, making our eyes more and more wider. But we can work out our eyes and create more of a hunter eye look. You might have heard of hunter eyes. Hunter eyes are more masculine than these feminine weak eyes that we usually have. So, very, very simple trick to work out our obliquarius oculi right here. We get two of our fingers, move our eyes, and try to close and squint our eyes. I like trying to really focus on the lower portion of our eyes. This really works out your eyes, and do that 12 reps, 3 sets. You can also do it when you're doing your posture things. And this will work out your muscles and kind of reduce all you've done with your frontalis muscles and kind of thin up and push your eyelids a little bit more up so you get a little more narrower eyes. Now, one last thing I want to mention is this I actually mentioned in my course that I'm currently working on, link in the description, is when we are improving our jawline, we're doing the mewing, we're doing the posture, we're doing everything else, we can chew gum. We can chew gum to develop our muscles right here on the sides of our jawline. But when we are chewing this gum, we get all the things I've already told you, the things that ruin our hormones. They are endocrine disruptors, just like the seed oils. These are antioxidants like DHT, DHA. There's also colorants. There's also synthetic dyes in it like Blue 1, Blue 1 Lake, Yellow 5, Yellow 6, Red 40. All these things have been proven to cause cancer, ruin our hormones, and just fuck up our bodies. Honestly, I wouldn't put anything fucking synthetic in our fucking bodies. So I did tons and just tons of research. This is probably the most simplest gum you can get, pure gum. It's okay, it still has a few issues, but you can get Massiphia gum. It is tree sap from a tree in Greece that you can chew on and get gum, but you could have issues with it. So I highly, highly recommend you look out for all these terrible things in your gum because you do all these things like trying to improve your diet and trying to mew and all these things, and then you just destroy yourself by giving yourself more estrogen by fucking up your hormones. Because more estrogen can cause acne, cause all these terrible things in your face because you're just chewing the wrong gum. So thank you for watching this video. My name is Hunter Smith, and I'm currently working on a course, and it's in pre-sale right now. It's half off. That is going over how to change men from feminine looking, disgusting men into masculine, strong, attractive men, that so that they can actually attract women and not just low quality or just literally no women at all. And they can get higher quality women so they don't end up with a disgusting loser. Like, because most of these women, they smoke, they scroll, and they just do terrible things to their body every single day. And sure, it might seem normal because they're a woman. Oh, I just want the woman. But if they were a guy, you just think they're a fucking loser. So you need a higher quality woman. You need a woman that you actually want to marry. You don't want this like all the low quality, disgusting women that are just gonna cheat on you and you're just gonna have a miserable life with. So stop being a cuck, improve your looks, become more masculine, and do masculine looks maxing with me. Thank you so much. I hope this helped you. You better start mewing. You better stop eating that disgusting fucking food. Ugh. And you better lock the fuck in. Peace.